Sairam students, welcome once again to another class of English literature. Today we are going to start with a poem from Beehive, Rain on the Roof. Rain on the Roof is written by Coates Kenny. Coates Kenny, a very well-known poet. He was born on November 24, 1826, and he died on January 25, 1904. He was a lawyer, politician, journalist, and poet from the US. Kinney caught an inspiration one night while trying to woo sleep in the old college dormitory, and there put on paper this beautiful bit of verse, The Rain on the Roof. This poem made Kinney famous. He began traveling and still on the journey. Kinney has written very little poetry and no great amount of prose, yet several of his production is still alive. So, he has written very little poetry, but still they are being read world over. So, let me start with the introduction for this poem. Can you all identify this image? Yes, of course, we can relate this with the coming season, monsoon season. Okay, so a quick introduction about this poem. This lyrical poem, Rain on the Roof, by Coates Kenny, presents the memories aroused in the poet's mind by the showers falling on the tin roof. Through a number of metaphors, the poet shows that the drops of rain falling on the shingles of the roof sends a train of thoughts running in his mind. He is reminded of the way his mother used to bid him and his siblings a good night and put them to sleep. The poet connects his present with his past through the memories revived by the rain. And do you know, students, only 3 stanzas out of the original 5 stanzas have been included in this text. Okay, and we will learn and understand the meaning of the 3 stanzas that's included in our Beehive text. So, let us understand the theme of this poem. The theme of the poem is the healing power of rain. The musical sound of raindrops falling on the rooftop at night has the ability to revive, to recollect, to remember sweet memories and rouse fancies in an otherwise busy mind. So it completely changes the mood. It changes the atmosphere around you. The rain thus soothes and comforts an overworked mind by taking it back to its lovely past. Some of our best memories in life are associated with rain. So, by watching rain, by listening to the musical sound of raindrops, you go back to the same memories. You revive those sweet memories. Now, what does the title suggest? The very title, with a repetition of the sounds R and N and the long vowels A and U, imitates the rhythmic pitter-patter of rain on a tin roof. Article the before the word roof makes it a specific roof. The title of the poem, Rain on the Roof. Okay, it means we are talking about a specific roof, the roof of the poet's house. Thus, the title is very apt as it is suggestive of the childhood memories of the poet. Now, the rain has magic like an effect on him. Every time it falls on his room and lying lazily in his room, the poet listens to the sheer music of the rain. It triggers 1,000 dreamy fancies in his mind, and thousands of memories come alive. In particular, the memory of the poet's mother putting her children to sleep at night is indelible in his mind. He cannot forget, it's unforgettable. Every time it rains, the poet relives the golden moments of his childhood. Thus, the title of the poem can be termed very appropriate. Okay, so I hope students you understood why the title The Rain on the Roof. Rain on the Roof. Let me read out the poem for you. When the sky is covered with dark clouds and it starts raining, have you ever listened to the patter of soft rain on the roof? This is the question the poet is asking the readers. What thoughts flashed through your mind as you heard this melody of nature? Read the poem to find out what the poet dreamed of while listening to the rain. So let us read the poem. I'll read the entire poem once and then I'll explain stanza wise. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears, what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and 1,000 dreamy fancies into busy being start, and 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Now in memory comes my mother, as she used in years agone to regard the darling dreamers ere she left them till the dawn. Oh, I feel her fond look on me as I list to this refrain, which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. Quotes Skinny. So it's a beautiful poem, very apt for the current season. Now let me explain this poem stanza wise. So let's begin with the first stanza. When the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, and the melancholy darkness gently weeps in rainy tears. What a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. Okay, let me tell you the meaning of certain words here. Humid, something which is full of moisture. Okay, humid, see, the day is quite humid. Okay, that means there's a lot of moisture in the air. Shadows refer to the moisture laden clouds here, which cast a shadow on the earth. Hover, hover means move around something. You keep on moving around something, it's known as hover. Melancholy refers to sadness. Bliss refers to happiness. I hope students you have a paper and pen. Like every lecture, I recommend to take a paper and pen and write down the meaning of the difficult words that is being discussed during the lecture. So write down the meaning for melancholy, which means sad, bliss, happiness, patter. We all know patter means sound of raindrops falling on the roof. Cottage chamber, it refers to a small room, a bedroom. Okay, now the explanation part. In the first stanza, the poet is saying that when the humid shadows hover. Here humid shadows, as I said, refer to the dark clouds which are full of water, ready to pour. The poet is saying that when the sky is full of these clouds, which are moisture laden, which are full of water, and are about to bring rain, when such clouds hover around in the sky over all the starry spheres, here it refers to the sky at night time, which is full of stars. At that time, huge clouds, which are full of moisture, which is full of water, move around in the sky. And the sad darkness of the night is wiped off by the raindrops, which seem like tears falling from the sky. So the poet here is comparing raindrops to tears. And he says that the dark sky, which seems to be very sad, okay, it appears as if it is crying, and the raindrops are the tears shed by it. He also adds that it is like a blessing to lie on the bed in his room, in his cottage chamber, which means bedroom, a room, and listen to the sound made by raindrops falling on the roof. Okay, so here, as I explained, the poet is saying that the humid shadows, okay, the dark clouds which are hovering in the sky, okay, he refers the huge clouds which are full of moisture, which are moving around in the sky. He says that that sad darkness, it is being wiped off by the raindrops, and he feels very lucky. Okay, he feels it's like a blessing for him to lie on the bed in his room and listen to the sound, the pitter patter of raindrops falling on the roof. Okay, I'm sure students you understood the first stanza well, and you have also written down the difficult words. Let me move ahead and let's start with the second stanza. Every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart, and a thousand dreamy fancies into busy being start, and a thousand recollections weave their air threads into woof as I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof. Nice, beautiful poem. So, let us first understand the word meaning of some new words. Tinkle. Tinkle here means short, light ringing sound. Okay, it means short, light ringing sound. Shingles. Shingles you might have seen, those rectangular wooden tiles used on roofs. Okay, they are red color, and you'll also find them nowadays. You can see them in colors painted as per the will and wish of the owner. Shingles refers to rectangular wooden tiles used on roofs. Echo, the repeated sound. Okay, repeated sound is called as echo. Woof. Woof basically means the thread woven across the loom. The thread which is being used. The weft. Okay, so here it is like, the sound of raindrops falling on the roof. Busy here, yeah, human beings here, poet is referring to himself. Busy being. Busy being refers to human beings, people who are always busy. So poet is referring to himself. Now let me explain this. In this stanza, the poet is expressing his feelings when he hears the raindrops falling on the rooftop of his house. What the poet says is that every tinkle on the shingles has an echo in the heart. Whenever he hears rain falling on the rooftop, the sound repeats in his heart. And in his dreams, he has many different fanciful imaginations. He also adds that this sound of the rain falling on the rooftop, creates many new different dreams in his mind. Okay, so when he is lying on his bed, cozily listening to this sound of raindrops, he says that many different fanciful imaginations run through his mind. He recollects many memories of the past, okay, which come back into his mind as dreams. So he says that as he listens to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he has many new dreams in his mind, and the memories of the past come back in the form of dreams. So here the poet is saying that he is recollecting all the memories of the past that keeps on coming in his mind when he listens to the sound of raindrops upon the roof. So students, we will stop here and we will continue the poem along with the poetic devices and the rhyme scheme and also the value points that we learn from this poem in the next lecture. Also, click on the link below so that you can complete your home assignment. I hope students you are doing your home assignment regularly. That's all in today's lecture. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.